So now I'm walking with patience, keeping the faith and receiving His grace.
Hello everyone, how you doing? So I'm starting this video with an apology. I'm so sorry. A lot of people have waited and waited and waited for this video, but I'm dropping it today. Thank God. I've been busy. I'm sorry. Please accept my apology. So I'm here again today, your doctor, Dr. Tinade. So we're going to continue our discussion on the vagina. We've started talking about it. We talk about the anatomy. We talk about the colors, we talk about the shapes, we talk about the normal odors. So we're going to start talking about the abnormal odors, and I'm going to start with one today, that is fishy vagina odor. So that is what I'm going to start with today. So my previous videos on the vagina, everything you need to know, they're on my page on Facebook, STI and Female Health Matters with Dr. Tinade. Don't just listen to my videos, please follow my page and my YouTube channel, Dr. Tinade. On sexual infections, I have this passion on feminine health-related issues, sexually transmitted infections, and someone it's just like a community service. So today, let's talk about that fishy vagina odor. And you see, this fishy vagina odor, it doesn't come alone. So most of the time when people have this, it comes with abnormal vaginal discharge. That means what comes out of their vagina is just like this greenish, thin discharge, and is abnormal because the normal vaginal discharge is not like that. I'm still going to talk about the vaginal discharge, the normal one, later. So now, but not in this video. So that is that. Some have this burning sensation before sex, after sex, when they want to urinate, and some people have this itching and they continue to scratch their vulva. I've told us that our vagina is what is the tube inside. What we see outside is our vulvas, and you see we have that, and people just scratch and scratch. Some people until they start having ulcers on their vaginas. So now, all these things that I've talked about, the discharge that is not normal, the burning sensations, the itching, all these things, they are under one umbrella. There's a medical condition, we call that medical condition bacterial vaginosis. That's the name. So if somebody has this fishy odor, what we are saying is there's tendency for the same person to have this bad discharge, these burning sensations, this itching thing. So now, why do we have it? So that's what I want to explain now. Naturally, God puts this bacteria called lactobacillus in our vaginas. All of us, we have them. I'm talking about those of us with normal vaginas. So, and what it does is this, it keeps the vagina to be what? All these, our vaginas, just make them to be acidic. So we have acidic. So normally, a normal vagina is what? It's acidic. And you see, this acidity is just beautiful for the vagina in the sense that it doesn't allow bad bacteria to grow. No acidic. When we are acid, that is strong. So that keeps off bad bacteria. But by the time we are doing things that can kill this good bacteria called lactobacillus, there is tendency for the harmful bacteria to now grow. So, and these harmful bacteria, when they start growing, they turn the vaginal environment to be what? To be alkaline instead of acidic. I hope you can remember biology. You all did biology, neither art class, social science, or whatever. I hope I'm right. Yes, I think everybody did biology. So, we talk about pH. When it's less than 7, we say it's acidic. When it's more than 7, we say what? We say it's alkaline. So now that's what we have. And you see this smell you experience it more, or people experience it more after sex, because by the time this discharge in the vagina now comes in contact with the sperm, the smell can be very bad. And see the irony of it, because one of the reasons why we have little or reduced lactobacillus, the good bacteria, is because people use a lot of products, all these sprays, scented products, feminine products, bubble bath, all this douching. People do a lot of things. Why? Because they want their vagina to smell nice. Maybe for their partners, for their husbands. But the funny thing is, by the time they now have sex, this procedure now, it's the sex I'm calling procedure. I don't know what to call it. So the thing now, after everything, they now start having bad fishy odor, and eventually they don't enjoy the sex because the whole thing is just now, very funny. How that fishy odor now. Many of us, when we eat fish, we quickly even go and wash our mouth, or you will take sweet mint or something, so that, because that smell can really be terrible or bad. So now, that's what these things that I'm talking about, I'm joking, has caused a lot of marital disharmonies. I've managed so many patients like that, because it's just like the husband cannot just stand this, and we like that, things like that. I mean, I'm just trying to say something serious anyway. So we have other conditions apart from all those douching, scented products. Some people forget their tampons. Some people don't change their pads regularly. You change your pad for at most every 6 hours. Either it's soaked or not. You change it. Because by the time you don't, and some people just have this bad smell. Then what we call foreign bodies, especially for people that use sex toys, people that do figuring, put some things in their vagina. You can check my previous videos. I've told us that what we see outside is the vulva. What is inside is the vagina, the real vagina. So people just poke it, and some things can be left there. And if you leave something there, it's called foreign body. The bacteria will just come attach to it. By the time they start metabolizing, just start having bad smell. And it can even come with like whitish, creamish discharge or discharges. So now, that is that about foreign body. Then some foods, even fish, like tuna, salmon, mackerel, no, they have strong odors. So when people eat them, transiently they can have this smell. Their vagina can just be smelling fishy. How do you call that? They can have this bad smell. Anyway, that's what I'm just trying to say. And you see, there's another thing. That's a rare medical condition in which everything about somebody just is like fish. Sweat, fish, everything, fish smell. Though it's rare, but it happens. So some people have that. And that can also make their vagina to be smelling like that. So these fishy odors, those are the reasons why people have them. Another one is antibiotic issues. Especially in this part of the country, people take antibiotics anyhow, even if it is a viral infection. And the thing is, you cannot use medicine that is for bacteria to cure something that is caused by a virus. So which means you cannot use antibiotics to cure a viral infection. Antibiotics is used to cure bacteria infections. And so any small common cold, things that are caused by bacteria, people just go and buy amoxicillin just there. What's another thing? Ampiclox. People just buy a lot of things like that. And by the time you are taking antibiotics and you don't need antibiotics, what happens is this: take it too much, the antibiotics can start killing good bacteria, lactobacillus, in the vagina. And when it does, it gives opportunity for the bad bacteria to start growing. And when the bad bacteria starts growing, then we now start to have these odors, fishy odors that we're talking about. And you see, it has complications. Actually, it's been discovered now that this condition this imbalance that is caused by all these things and some other things that I've talked about and the ones I've not talked about can actually cause those bad bacteria to go up. Check my videos for the anatomy of the vagina. You can just check them on my YouTube page, Facebook channel. So you will see that structure. So those bad bacteria can just go up. They can go into the womb, go into the fallopian tube, and they can cause infections in those places too. Then the bad one is in a pregnant woman. They can go affect the placenta, the fetal membrane, the covering that is covering the baby, and they can make a pregnant woman to have preterm birth. That means the baby comes before time. The person can break water before time, and that's even another problem. When somebody breaks water before time and the person even doesn't come to the hospital, can lead to more infections. And so those are complications of that condition, bacterial vaginosis, or that imbalance in the vaginal environment that gives opportunity for bad bacteria to grow and to go up into all these places that I've talked about: the uterus, the vagina, the uterus, the cervix, the fallopian tube. So now, another thing about this bad bacteria is that really, when you have sex with somebody, I'm talking about a man, and when a man has sex with somebody with bacterial vaginosis, this bad bacteria can actually stay on the person's penis. And so even if the wife should get treated, that man can still reintroduce those bad bacteria into that person's vagina. And if at that time lactobacillus has not grown in love, we'll just have recurrence. That means that thing will just continue to happen. And they don't know. And if that man also sleeps with other females, and those bad bacteria are on his penis and they've not died while he's having sex, it can now introduce, that one is not reintroduced now, it can now reintroduce those bad bacteria into another person's vagina. And if unfortunately that person too has reduced lactobacillus, that's the bacteria, or they don't even have at all, so those bad bacteria now can grow and can cause all these problems that we're talking about. So that's about bacterial vaginosis. There's a rare condition which I've talked about. So how do we prevent it? Just, these things that I've talked about, they are preventive actually. They are things that we can stop doing them. So if you have any questions, you can contact me on my Gmail, Dr. Tinuade, talking about sexually transmitted infections 023@gmail.com, or you can contact me on my business line, which I'm going to attach to this video, or you can message me on Messenger. Till another time, bye, and let me know your responses in the comment section. Do you enjoy this video or not? Bye.
Angels bow down at the thought of you.